Hello and welcome to this short video on orthographic sketching. In this case, proportion of a cuboid that's 2 by 2 by 3. Based as on before, the idea of the Rubik's Cube, as I've been a starting point, I've just removed some. And we're building up there a series of boxes, all sitting in the same orientation this time to keep things a little bit simpler, but the more complex forms. So you can see from the first one that's been firmed in a little bit, it's a basic house where we've got a sloping edge at the end, the gable end of the house, with a ridge for the top of the house and a line for the guttering. The second one has a hole in the front with a flat top and a slope again. So again, keeping this house idea going, can you imagine we've just taken some of those cubes away or cut into those cubes, and the remaining part is the object we're going to have to work with in our orthographic sketching later on. So in this case, we've got a slab at the back, a slope at the back right hand corner has been taken off, and something kind of interesting in the near corner. The one that's getting built up at the moment looks very similar to house shape. It's going to project a ridge back, but then we've got another sloping gable end coming in, and how those two join, like an inside and a courtyard or two buildings join, we've got a rather unusual line between the two parts of the roof. Again, sloping roofs, this time with an overhang and a slope on the back edge, which goes right the way around the corner, so there's two top cubes of big bits removed from them. Then we've got an overhang, we've got a little bit an area we could stand underneath, and a slope on the back edge of that cuboid. The next one, they're getting more complex, folks, so again, this will be a case of pause and look, but these will be source materials for trying to produce orthographic sketches. So this one starts off with a small house shape at the far end and the far away 4 cubes. Then it's got a little piece sticking out the front, what looks like a ski slope going down the front of it. So we've got a building with a sloping edge and a courtyard or an internal corner. Last one, it's going to be more complicated, so what on earth could I do with that? Well, let's have a look at this now. We're going to try and put in an internal corner. We're going to have a sloping roof. We've done one of those already before. It's got a ridge and a gutter line. We've got a small vertical wall in that corner. Then we're going to have a long, it looks like a box of after eights actually sticking around the back there. But we're going to take a bit of a corner off. Not too sure how we're going to slope it, whether it's that way or that way. Yeah, I think I'll go for the slope in a different direction this time. So we're going to cut across from one cube in. I'm going to take that whole corner off, and it cuts around the back. Now what I will do is spend a little bit of time just firming in some of these so a little bit easier to see, and like before, we may remove some of the white lines. The white lines are there to give you a good eyeball on the proportion. That's 2 by 3 by 2, depending which way around you're sitting in the drawing. Again, the green side's going to be a front view, the red side's going to be the end elevation, and the yellow always is the top, or the plan view. So firming in some outlines there, you can see I'm not doing them in any particular order, but you can see the basic outline, not so many inlines. You might get occasional shadow line getting put in like there. There's the outline to give you a better idea of the form. Now if I remove those white lines, would you understand how that was put together? Another analogy that somebody suggested last night was if you make this out of Lego blocks. You know the rectangle ones, the square ones, and the sloping ones. Well, it's the same idea, but in this case, I'm not wanting to show the individual white lines. I just want to show the overall form. So what we might show you is a finished off version of one of these drawings, which has been taken to produce a full orthographic top view, plan, elevation, front view, and end elevation. There's the white lines starting to disappear. You can see I've missed a couple of the firm lines in, so I have to do a little bit tidying up on work there. But can you see how without that cuboid, the white cuboid on top, it's a little bit more, it's a little simpler to look at, but to understand how many units or squares along, how many squares high, how many squares deep, you can lose that a little bit. So that's why I would suggest that you freeze this at any point and use that as your source material for these sketches. Hopefully we'll have these either on a server or on YouTube, so you can pause, rewind, and look at them at any point and get rid of this terrible voiceover. Proportion again, 2 by 2 by 3, and house themed 3D forms using horizontal, vertical, and again sloping surfaces. Remember, sloping surfaces can only be seen in more than one view. Yes, they're more complicated, absolutely. Sloping surfaces, as I just said, can be seen in 2 views. Just remember that. So I'll put these little sketch crates back on top. Don't panic. Okay, the idea is to build skills, not to put you off at the early stage. So we're going to use the white grids to get the proportion, which is what a lot of this is about, for each view. In other words, how long the front view is, how long the side view is, etc. And we're going to try and line up the very, very poor sketch here. We give you the idea of the plan elevation and the end elevation. And they should line up. They should line up. Okay. This time, don't add the lines, the white lines. We're just looking for the house shape itself. So again, we'll show you a worked example. We'll sketch in white and we'll show the outlines in black. Okay, just a little bit further on. So this has taken about 7.5 minutes to go through this. Again, pausing at any point, you can have a look at an example of one of them. Now there are 7 there. Okay, so you've got to choose, and we'll maybe put some numbers up to give you a better sequence, so you don't jump in at the difficult one and give yourself too much hard work. So there's a starting point. It's based on that bit of Rubik's Cube. There's the front edge, if you like. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going around anti-clockwise. Orthographic sketching. That's your task, and those are the source images for each. So you can see we've taken that box at the top there and we've sketched out a grid, if you like, of the elevation, which will be 3 squares long, 2 squares high, so 6 squares in total. The end elevation to the left-hand side will be 2 squares high and 2 squares long. And the top view, well, I've not got any lines in the middle there, so I've just projected the length up from the elevation to get the length. And the width is 2 squares wide. So the light lines, the white lines are there for construction. Have a look at the 3D drawing as I try and draw the parts on these orthographic views. So there's the baseline and the end elevation. There's the 2 vertical lines and the slope. In the plan, front, gutter, ridge and back ridge. Then the 2 sides, keeping simple 3D house shape. Okay, I'll give you one other example, maybe in a different video, of a slightly more complex form, but that's a reasonable attempt, not the neatest sketch on the planet, and we're going to look at checking quality in a couple of minutes' time.